In this video I will tell you how you can get Shinobi God Infinite Dreams in the game anime Vanguards on Roblox. Subscribe, like and hype if you want to get this and more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. I'll tell you why Shinobi God Infinite Dreams is already considered one of the craziest units added in anime Vanguards update 12.5, and honestly if you manage to pull this guy, your account instantly becomes way stronger. This is a Vanguard rarity unit with nature and fire typing, and right now he fits perfectly into ninjutsu teams because of how insane his debuffs and damage scaling are. The biggest problem is actually getting him because the summon chance is only 0.005% from the Spring 2026 seasonal banner, which is absolutely brutal. There is at least a pity system, but you need 20,000 summons before the game guarantees the unit. So yeah, this is definitely one of the rarest units in the entire game right now. The good part is that once you finally pull him, you do not need to evolve anything because he already drops at full power as Vanguard rarity, which saves a ridiculous amount of grinding time. You also get a special memoria called Peak of Shinobi, and this thing is actually stacked with buffs. One passive gives extra damage for every upgrade you gain, another applies burn whenever you inflict status effects, and another boosts the next unit's damage after selling Shinobi God. So even the support value here is kinda wild. His active ability is called God of Seasons and you can only use it once per match. But when you do, it nukes every enemy on the map for 600% of his current damage. Basically this is the kind of move you save for late waves or boss moments because it can completely wipe the map if your upgrades are maxed out. Most of his kick revolves around status effects and debuffs though, and that's where he becomes broken. His Infinite Dreams passive limits you to only one placement per player, but every time a ninjutsu unit activates ninjutsu, Shinobi God automatically copies placements and upgrades with them. On top of that, he applies Slumber to all enemies on the map. Slumber stuns enemies for 2 seconds and also increases the damage they take by 30% unless another amplification effect is already active. Then you have Samsara Eye, which makes him immune to debuffs himself. If he attacks enemies that already have debuffs, he deals 100% extra damage and applies Nullify. Subscribe to this channel if you want to join the giveaway. Check the links in the video description and write what you would like to get from this game. But if enemies are clean with no debuffs, he automatically applies Slumber instead. So basically this unit constantly keeps enemies trapped in status loops while buffing his own damage higher and higher. Another crazy thing is that if he's placed with ninjutsu units, he gains extra damage stacking up to 100% total. Then there's the Wood Style Clones passive. Selling him gives you random ninjutsu units on the bar, and if Shinobi God is your only ninjutsu unit, he instantly gets max upgrades and unlocks extra combo attacks. Honestly, the amount of effects packed into this one character is kinda ridiculous, because the entire kit depends on attacking debuffed enemies as fast as possible. SBA reduction becomes super important here. That's why the best traits are Ethereal, Monarch and Solar. Monarch is especially funny because the one placement restriction literally changes nothing since Shinobi God already has that built into his own passive anyway. Overall this unit feels completely designed for late game meta teams and huge damage stacking setups. If you somehow pull Shinobi God Infinite Dreams early, you're probably set for a long time because this thing absolutely destroys enemies once the debuffs start rolling.